First grappling out of the blue corner. He's a brown belt who stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 194 1/2 pounds. Trained by Straight Blast Gym, Portland. He comes to us tonight from Portland, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome please, Eddie Ziegler. And his opponent, grappling out of the red corner, he's a brown belt who stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 167 1/2 pounds. Trained by Matt Chess MMA, he comes to us tonight from Seattle, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome please, Shawn, the Gingerbread Man Weisenburgh.
I love that fight nickname.
That's a good one.
You can't catch me, I'm the Gingerbread Man. Beautiful.
I've rolled with Eddie before. He's really tough, and I've seen Shawn roll quite a lot. And of course, big size difference, but this is going to be a good match. Both of these guys really go for it, so this is going to be fun.
And Ziegler coming from the Straight Blast Gym, that was where I started training 22 years ago, and at the time it was with the best guy in the state. He'd just gotten his blue belt 2 weeks before I joined. So there's a long history of jiu-jitsu there.
Oh, how times have changed.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's a dozen black belts here this afternoon.
So Shawn's a really good wrestler, you know, but Eddie is long and strong, so, you know, I mean, definitely stylistic, massive difference there. But you can already see Shawn wanting to get underneath and on the inside, and Eddie looking to probably use his length and control the ties, but these smaller guys are hard to control.
Yeah, in MMA, if you're taller, you have the reach advantage. Takes a lot of the game out of being a smaller fighter. Is it the same in jiu-jitsu, or is it switched?
Well, I mean, you see right there, look how quick he is, you know?
Wow.
He shot for the leg and spun out, took the back. So speed is definitely a powerful tool. Looks like Eddie's looking to attack the arm with the Kimura grip, but the way Shawn has his legs wrapped up on Eddie's legs, he's actually in standing truck. And he's out. Look, you see the smaller man pick up the big dude and throw him down. You know, that's actually an advantage of the smaller guys. It's easier to get your center of gravity underneath. But now here he is on bottom against the larger man, so give and take.
Yeah, Shawn rode with that really well. Great, beautiful dump. That's going to be a nice highlight for his career.
And Eddie now taking the back, but
Shawn
holds on to that Kimura grip and rides it out. Still hasn't fully secured a position, but he's got a nice grip, and it's out.
Now, I know from my experience trying to pass a guard of a much taller competitor,
Well,
that's tough.
Look what's happening right now. He's getting wrapped up in those long legs. Eddie throwing up a triangle into an omoplata, into a leg lock, beautiful transition, and looking for a possible knee bar. Lost it, but looks like he might be able to get on top with it.
Yeah, we had 3 attacks there from the same guy in less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's just the transitions of beautiful jiu-jitsu there. I love it.
And isn't that one of the big differences as you come up in belts, is getting that flow and that attack? It's,
yeah.
A lot of times it's not that here's your secret brown or black belt technique. It's just that you discover the secret of applying it correctly.
Yeah, taking out the pauses in your transitions and seamlessly tying together, you know, jiu-jitsu. That's how it works. It is all tied together. Butterfly can take you anywhere. And look, we got a heel hook on by Shawn, but that he's able to survive.
And heel hooks are, well, all ankle locks are so tough because so often as you're attacking, you're also giving your opponent a leg as well.
It can be that way, but Shawn's doesn't have the knee line controlled the way he needs for that fully, putting himself in a 50-50, it looks like. Yeah, you know, I mean, I definitely don't like to race with leg locks. I either want to be winning the position or out of it or using it to pass. So, but often you do see guys racing. Yeah, so we're in 50-50 now, but Eddie on top trying to get the head control and therefore control the hips of Shawn. Make it so that Shawn can't off balance Eddie. He's looking for an attack of a little darce there, but with his legs tied up.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one, having the legs tied up.
You know, just you don't have your hips to put in that choke.
Do you think the competitors are really focused on the potential of 3 matches in one day? And when I was fighting, it was always, I've got 15 minutes, I'm just going to go balls to the wall and sees what happens. But here, it could be 8 minutes, it could be a minute, it could be 24 minutes, and then your overtimes.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I imagine a lot of these guys could roll for an hour straight. You know what I mean? So, not taking so much damage like in MMA, there's a little bit more leniency as far as how long you can compete in a night. You couldn't fight for an hour. I mean, there's probably some guys that can, but it'd be terrible.
Well, my longest fight was 27 minutes right here at the Roseland Theater in Portland, Oregon.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
22-minute first round, came back out for a 5-minute overtime. Those were the days.
Yeah, man, that's old school stuff. Man. Eddie with a nice over-under, but Shawn was able to break that grip and kind of square up with him a little bit. Eddie using the cage. See, here we go. Trying to control. You know, even you see Eddie getting below. That's what it's all about. Who wins that head position?
Gingerbread Man getting the crowd on his side.
See that fast movement again.
Yeah, Ziegler has a much slower pace than Weisenburgh.
Yeah. Oh, you can just see the wrestling grit in Weisenburgh. He just doesn't know how to not move forward. And I appreciate that in a grappler personally. Looking for a hook. He's got a far side Kimura grip. Trying to get to an over-under.
Our referee this afternoon, Dave Hagen, came in from the UFC that he was at last night, working that show.
Nice.
Nothing but the best here at the Submission Underground.
Shawn doing a good job of, you know, keeping his hips low enough. He's got his hook in, you know, so he's not getting bucked off, getting too high, and there we go, turning the hips over of Eddie, controlling the wrist, starting to start that hand battle so he can clear the chin and get that choke. A little entanglement of hands there. It can be a little webbed on weave.
Would Shawn be an advantage if he went for that figure 4 body lock? Or do you think his legs might be too short?
Yeah, you know, might be. That can put some pressure on the ankle, you know, sometimes. And against the bigger man, that can definitely be tough, especially if you're not super flexible.
I know that. Oh, there's that forearm.
He's almost under the chin. He's almost there.
Minute and a half left to go.
But Eddie clears it. Is it back under? It looks like it might be sunk. Eddie's flattened out. Oof. And there's the tap.
There's the tap. Beautiful attack for the rear naked choke.
The smaller man takes out the larger, and that's jiu-jitsu right there. With a little twinge of wrestling.
That's very nice. And Shawn was active the whole way through, but I don't think it's gonna really affect him in the later matches.
No, I don't think he's tired. No, he's pumped.
Yeah, this is going to be a good matchup moving forward. If he matches up with Matt Kwan, that's an exciting
That's going to be a lot of movement there. They're going to be all over the place.
We'll take it up to Kevin Keeney for our announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dave Hagen has called a stop to this bout at 6 minutes, 42 seconds of regulation. For your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Shawn, the Gingerbread Man, Weisenburgh.
What a great performance by Shawn, the Gingerbread Man Weisenburgh.